Alright, adesheman memo bi akwaba ene day ediba ayiho TV. Make sure say obe like it, obe comment na wa share me videos ne ede ama me. Esan say ensem a edi akwatere ewo yaman Ghana ha ena makobwa ensem bi na mede bi ebedomo na ene day die ensem a abeka yensa de ye bo apinchi every amanane ena kyese ye de abedom Ghana for yanka se anitia na nse ukopiem ewo social media dia na kyese enye asem keto akwa efa eye Burkina Faso omo president ni nyina efa ye opani ebetena asujuma power de ato akwam ene sam eye contract ne kyese ejuma ene youth ne benefita omo benefiting eno ena kyese America for ene ye fan British for ayo maje say said eye Burkina Faso president ni eye ne se omo anhwe ye no man yi ni emfuwa wanhwe a eche ede asembeba sansem we ena kyese yeni abema baako eye some interview efa eye Burkina Faso eye omo president no ho na busia ensem die ebanfo bebre na ache omo adwen afasansem kameo na yenkotie ensem ni bi emba.
Yes.
Burkina Faso asebwe na mpesa meka kakra.
Yes, 4 minutes.
Yeah, esi wo Burkina Faso no. Anya wan wasa. Ya Ghana ebi koso. Nyema tuare etamtu ebe take over Burkina Faso. Ne bi tie hwena no e wo Ghana. Di anya de ya wanwa. So ati ase. Se wo ye politician na se ye de o man hye wonsa. Na wan fa policies a sebe ebe boama oni biefo so enya ho mfaso a edu ba bi a saa na beba ye wura jo mama baaye ye nimni esi ye nimni ekọ
anima we nyina stifle development. Burkina Faso, this guy is doing this for the charity, not conform with Maya, because when you say with Maya no your friend is saying or followers
Fonya the massive one or ya some kase papa na mayedi enenyu hunu nya dam not as an international security student myself, as a Pan-Africanist, I feel that you see we are the led by America. They want a unipolar world. Unipolar nature that wapede led by America. No one work on wapede will control yasi. And Russia and some other countries, North Korea, China, once was one month. Na one demi jume dino starte no. Ebibi fune di wetum wa capture him. Ebibi fune di wetum wa kire hena ahye wona amutiade. Nti ebibi mem hadi abrofune no wo control. Nti kwa wa chemutu because of colonization. You have British West Africa or French West Africa. Nyena yewo especially West Africa. Na sentira wode ye dama de ni titiri wan de. Obo adina nka so obo hene no ejapada odugu asase ni tirimu no obedi ebibirim the West. Na sisi a Maurice yewa oye more dangerous than what we think. Uranium no only na what the weapons of mass destruction, bombs na de no. It is in Niger, in the Sahel state one na de no. Now they see Traore because France, America, them uranium they need it. In fact, Hiroshima in Burkina Faso. Now Kazakhstan won't to inform someone called because they are aligned to China and Iran. Canada has some. Canada needs no until them all war Niger na de no. Ghana na your uranium kakra. Banya yendi no yama mabrofuna bafoko. You see, na mwaka dangerous there. Papa no ye no cool no. Wa sack America for. Wa sack French for. So they don't have access to it. The uranium na also would produce electricity. In time sisi abrofuna what on aboard them. It is costing them Sisia Mawaka dangerous abrofun when you abra America pedo bemide. This man has signed not only contracts with Russians, but he is now dealing with Iranians. And the Iranians also need this same uranium for weapons of mass destruction against Israel. So the thing is so dangerous that America will not sit down for you to sell this precious mineral to them for that purpose. Inti se Ghana, me pede mu twanitina we humanyamaro e Ghana no ye wo dede the mensem no rokodo inti robojida. Look, what will happen is that is why recently the American Parliament where ye bi abroni sojeni bibinyi sojeni wa bakade the guy is becoming a threat to his people or a very coded language.
American Afro is that American Afro military we no more Africa no. Central Command now Africa, no more commander.
Yeah. So the Americans are using a philosophy, in fact, or a neocons philosophy, neoconservatives. What philosophy we are, they want to tell the world that I will read something small, or just a political movement in the United States. But the main purpose is that it is typically to advocate a unilateral promotion of democracy and interventionism in international relations, together with a militaristic and realistic philosophy, through peace and strength. See, why I'm arguing there? Say, na yenziwoda, we will use military force to overthrow you. Nkankampo there. Ask yourself, Gabon, na adini yinanu. Abadintin America fu honi one bro hondo pa na it is because of this small states no we you kwado. Inti midi bebe si no bia ka bi no. You see, ame meye bibini inti nka minya nka bibifo obedi wono ho. But the world goes beyond manya yedi enyu ukaka no. And that is why democracy is the way to go. Sabi what's obi botum wa obro na oyiwo ka wode for abeti. At the moment, they have strategies in place for these people. And the best that we can do, even if we support it, it shouldn't be so overt. We are drawn into such a highly complicated conflict. Now, young president, the implications of getting involved in this. Because the truth of the matter is that where it becomes necessary, these Western countries will intervene and nobody can stop them. Exactly. See, we will sacrifice innocent people because of the intransigence of some of this leadership. Ghana the youth, we are only supporting something when we don't know the implications. On either yesterday, because when we talk of arms, we don't have it. We don't have it. Na I don't know so onye babato na ekejina wa aka da wo banyo oboku. These are people who are well armed. It is a woba, and you see the world media nankasa, it is still being controlled by this same West. BBC, CNN, and what have you. Once they formulate the narrative and they begin to push it out there, when na ukakasa conforce call. Me, in as much as me bibini, I want a before there and kawoba diwano. But the way that he is doing it, I think it is going to provoke an attack. Na ya innocent people will have to suffer for his stance.
But Uncle Marcus, in a minute 30 seconds, but what does the current government stand to gain from instability in Burkina Faso?
You see, in fact, we don't gain anything even from our involvement with that. Because Sabi, Papa Nankasano, I think he knows the implications of all of this. Yeah, Ghana, we are not being ruled by a military junta. This is a democratic state. And if something happens, yeah, Ghana for no, because we are surrounded by countries when yet too friendly to us. Instead, a rogue state, we should try to stay away, like a country that is neutral in the conflict ahead. They have. We don't have to get involved.
Now, your military. Do you have any fears about the message being sent to our military?
Yeah, of course, you see, military all over the world, you can't trust them. And they thrive on chaos. So where they sense that the temperature of the people calls for it, you cannot be too sure. They can always intervene.
There has been a recent trend on social media.
Yeah.
And I've seen this mostly from NDC followers. They'll be like, hey, this one there, we have to pray for Mahama to do well. If he doesn't do well there, our democracy is in danger. The military will take over. NDC are they not preparing grounds?
The fact that looking at circumstances surrounding us, Chief Justice, is dangerous for all of us. Because now today, military intervention were very attractive to people who have such ideas. Because we are gradually, especially the youth, because they don't have history on their side, and many of them don't want to read about what is happening. They are enticed by the showmanship. Look, the Madia Papeli, General Champon, they were more brave than what this guy is doing. General Champon, Mama Gaddafi. And what was the result? In fact, Assad, if you look at
Syria,
yes, Alpha Conde, there are people
Saddam Hussein,
yes, who have shown this kind of resilience. But in the end, these same people went there to overthrow such people. Order in such a way, these people will not have the basis to intervene because they have the might and they have the power and they have the